Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Four-Digit Mania World Cup 2023. We are now officially underway with the semifinals, and what a way to kick it off than with two of arguably the most storied countries in the Mania scene going at it against each other for their tournament lives. It's going to be the United States going up against Japan for a shot at the second half of the semifinals weekend. As always, my name is Sparky, and I am joined in the commentary booth by none other than Leon. Leon, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well, and as you said, this will be quite a good match. And yeah, over here, we have the warm-ups going on. Seems like some long of math.
Yeah, I believe this is the United States' warm-up, if I'm looking at these correctly. No, it's Japan's warm-up.
Yeah, seems like it. And this is a losers bracket match. United States lost to Singapore last week, even though it's 6-1, it's quite a close match. And Japan has been doing a really good run into the losers bracket, beating Sweden and Indonesia last week.
Yeah, so the road doesn't get any easier. I feel like this is a brick wall for both of these countries. Very well acquainted with each other, both in the 40M scene as well as the actual Mania World Cup, having played each other a couple of times before. At least the players individually on numerous occasions have played off against each other. And introducing the teams proper, the United States going to have, of course, Captain Seth, backed up by Sep, Retina, Snow, Charlie72, and Sky. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Japan, captained by Mio117, Axrayo Yakik, Shirokuma 1022, Geha 8239, and Seo 73. Do you have any expectations for this match?
I would say it's within the United States' favor, but Japan definitely has some fighting chance here, especially in SV, or maybe some of the Rice.
Yeah, for sure. I believe when we were getting ready for this match, I remember commenting to you that I was looking through some of the map pool, and
yeah,
this map pool is hard.
Yeah, this map pool is really hard, which is why I'm more worried about Japan, because it seems like some of the players are struggling more on the density side. Meanwhile, the United States has been quite consistent. But we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Now this, we have our second warm up here.
Just found out that train go. My shoe too big, that's why I can't.
Yeah, this is
pretty.
Oh, I love warm-ups so much. We get the full gamut of these teams' headspaces whenever we get a glimpse into what the team is thinking whenever we hear the warm-ups. Because we get the serious actual maps like Japan. And then we go to the US and we get this.
And you see the star rating 6.2, 1 minute map.
Hey, the one good thing is that with stuff like this, we get it out of the way quickly. It's like ripping off the band-aid. And to be fair, with warm-ups like this, you kind of lighten the mood a little bit in the team, like voice chat if they're all in a call together. Like you start to take it a little less seriously. Like the moment kind of eases up a little bit, and it kind of frees you to start playing a little bit easier. So hopefully this works out in the United States' favor, because stuff like this does get a little silly.
Yeah, I agree. These teams are definitely nervous because it is a losers bracket match after all. So yeah, playing something like this might just lighten the mood a bit. Alright, here we go. Can't wait to see the madness of this map.
You know?
I know.
I just found out that
Yeah, sorry?
I was about to say, I was ragging on it a little bit. This looks kind of on par with what these. Never mind.
Never mind. There we go. Oh my
Funny
lord.
pattern.
And we have Sky with Hard Rock, same as last round.
Can't give away too much information. Just blame it on the Hard Rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me having a bark battle against some dogs. Having an argument with some frost. What's this weird sound my teeth making?
I don't know about you, but all I see is jump trail.
Like bacon got in the fight with.
I mean,
my mama said shit.
all that can be described for any high-level Mania map. It's just all jump trail. Just jump trail it. You're good.
Just jump trail.
That's why I can't walk. Hey, I fucking quit. That's what I want.
I like how because Sky is in slot 1 with Hard Rock, the metadata changes to the 8 with the star on it.
Goodness. Yeah.
Mercifully.
And that's the end of the map actually. Surprisingly, they got S here. I don't know how.
I don't know. Of course, Charlie in the lobby asking the real questions. Ranked when?
Ranked when?
Ranked when?
That's the question. But another question is, here, I mean, what am I saying? Yeah, here we're gonna go into the role soon.
Yeah, I almost forgot. After that second warm-up, we can get into the match proper. So, captains will roll. Gonna see who wins that out. Gonna see what the first protects are, followed by the bans, and then that all-important first pick. New map pool, new opportunities. Maybe some maps from the previous one not working out in certain teams' favors. Who knows? Maybe this one gonna open up some avenues for players to go through. Seth rolling the 33, Mio responding with the 53. So Japan will win the roll.
Yeah, seems like it. What would Japan protect? I'm not really sure about this. What would they protect?
I would put a lot of money on SV being the protect SV one.
Yeah. What? Yeah, true. SV.
Yeah, I don't think there's many countries as comfortable on the SV charts as Japan has been historically. So, unsurprising there, the United States up to protect now. Now, this is going to be interesting. There's two different routes. And I was about to say LN starts to open itself up once we get into these later map pools. The United States very good on that front because they know they can probably handle the Rice, don't really need to protect something. Maybe an option to maybe defend something from a Japanese ban, but I mean...
Yeah, here we go, SV. Now, yeah, SV2 being banned. Another unsurprising thing.
Very unsurprising.
Yeah, you don't want to give team like Japan the edge. You want to limit them as much as possible. And what would Japan ban here? They have a lot of good choices.
Yeah, there really are a lot of very good choices. I would imagine Rice 6, getting rid of that core jack pick. I know it's starting to reach that point where a lot of players are going to start falling off on that, but it's going to be Rice 2, so getting rid of Indie Arms of Rain here.
Yeah, definitely a very good ban as well. Really dense streams. You need a lot of physicality to be able to play something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and the first pick, SV1, getting it out of the way. As you said, Japan, really scary team on SV. Extremely good performances until now. So, United States, it's really hard to take this point, but it's doable.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's been multiple instances in previous rounds where we've seen teams we know to be good at SV just have those shaky starts or just maybe one or two misreads, and you just really need one player to find that little bit of difficulty to really throw some of these SV picks out the window.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, now just players are getting ready, just swapping out some of the places, I think.
Yeah, just getting the substitutions out of the way. Imagine the SV specialists are going to make their cameo appearance. Only one SV chart surviving the protects and bans.
In the meantime, though, there is actually another match going on, Peru versus Thailand. So I'll just give a quick update about that. I'm not sure what the bans and protects are, but so far Peru is leading with a 3-1. Really
Right, you
insane
are.
scores.
Yeah, looks like Peru taking the first break point against Thailand on Hybrid 2. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. Unfortunately, rescheduling to the bottom of the hour makes it less likely to get put on stream, but we'll keep you
Yeah.
guys as up to date as possible. And looks like here we've got
Oh, alright. Fine, switch back.
a little bit of silliness going on with the map pool. Gotta love it when the maps don't download properly, but we'll be sure to keep you guys as
Oh,
up to date.
man.
Probably just a quick little reload of the client and just ramming the file into the proper folder. And I mean,
Yeah.
if all else fails, I mean, that's why you keep a hammer handy. You just got the hard reset and just give it some encouragement. Just give the client some encouragement.
just bomb. Just bomb the client. uh, we love ourselves some scuff.
Oh, for sure. But I think going back to the other matches going on, we can probably look a little bit ahead to later on this weekend because we're going to take a quite significant break after this match and the other match are over.
Yeah.
We'll be back at 13 UTC for the start of a 2-match block. It will be Malaysia taking on Vietnam and Hong Kong taking on the United Kingdom. 2 more losers bracket matchups before we get into the first winners bracket match of the semifinals, which will be China taking on Brazil at 2:30. So quite significant gaps in the schedule.
Yeah, agreed.
And then after that, China versus Brazil match, we go back into the losers bracket and we get a conditional match. We get a lot of conditional matches that may or may not happen depending on some of those earlier results. So we could potentially have almost a 24-hour break or close to 12 hours in terms of break. Regardless, plenty of action to come this semifinals weekend here at the 4-Digit Mania World Cup 2023.
Yeah. All these matches, what matches do you think are the most interesting to you?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I think looking at some of the later matches, in terms of the winners bracket, I feel like the closest matchup could potentially be surprisingly Singapore taking on Canada. I think Canada doing very well
Yeah.
to make it this far into the winners bracket could potentially catch Singapore off guard as we finish up this SV pick.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. And it seems like, yeah, Japan will take this convincingly with that V1 double S by X Real. Hello?
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and me 0117 with the 1200 992K. Yet another insane score. Because everyone else seems like choking quite a bit here.
Yeah, I think that's just the way these SV picks go. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring it to you guys, but I mean, to be fair, there was really little doubt as to who was going to win that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, hopefully these technical difficulties will be sorted out really soon.
Yeah, it might just be with that one map. It's always that one
yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's one map, as you said.
There we go.
And, okay. Now, the United States' turn to pick, and they too will pick up their protect on the tree.
Alrighty, so starting this match off, both teams taking their protects here to start this match off. Understandably, you want to try and get this match off on the right foot.
Yeah, definitely. And this long note tree, the more mixed long note, but more towards it being very dense. And this is where I feel Japan might start to follow because these really dense, full, really hard maps. Some change in the lineups here.
Yeah, we're gonna have Charlie, Seth, basically a full lobby reset. Charlie, Seth, and Isla Rick is 5, otherwise known as No. Getting that lovely little name change in there. And then Me0117, Yakik, and Shio rounding out that Japan roster. Looks like everybody's ready. Gonna get into the second map of this best of 11. Forgot to mention it earlier, but first team to 6 points will be moving on to the second half of the semifinals weekend here.
Yep. All right. Waiting for Klein.
There we go. Just took a little bit.
You can do it, Klein. Alright, so yeah, this map starts off just a little bit light, but Seo gets the first miss actually.
Yeah,
That
Shio
is
gonna
not
find
good.
Shio gonna find the first break here for Japan, and meanwhile Yakik struggling a little bit through this introduction. Actually, this full blue team gonna be finding a little bit of a struggle here in the low 99%. Both Yakik and Steel finding their combo reset here. Meanwhile, on the other side, United States hanging on strong. 99.6, 99.5, 99.2. All 3 FCs still left on the board as the final FC falls from Japan. Me0117 going to find the break as well, and everybody falling under that 99% mark. Gonna be ballooning this lead for the United States at the moment.
Yeah, Japan just really struggling in this. Meanwhile, the United pretty good average for all 3 players here. It's completely destroying Japan though.
Yeah, quickly spiraling out of control as we make our way into the second half of the chart. Currently, Yakik and Me0117 trying to get back up into that 99% range, but overall not finding the most success here. The density of this chart starting to really take its toll here and really allowing the United States to just run away with this for the moment, answering back for that SV1 pick that Japan won almost as convincingly, just based on that final results screen.
Yeah, this lead almost 100,000 points. It's near impossible for Japan to come back now. Meanwhile, the United States still holding the triple full combo here.
Yeah, just breaks left and right. Nobody on the side of Japan outside of Yakik able to really establish a bit of a foothold in this chart. Only person above that 2,000 combo mark.
Yeah,
and
actually holding this combo, but yeah, as you said,
a little bit too much to overcome, and I feel like this map was over right when it started. The United States answers back to make it 1-1 now.
wow. And that is a triple full combo, clean full combo by the United States, with Charlie taking the MVP here.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
narrows
great.
some margins.
Yeah, great efforts from Japan, but unfortunately, it's just too dense for them.
Yeah, but the good thing is that that was probably something that Japan wouldn't willingly pick into, kind of like how the United States wouldn't have willingly picked into SV. So both protects won by their respective countries, something you hope to expect in a traditional matchup. So with those out of the way, it'll be interesting to see where the players or where the teams start to venture off to.
Yeah, I wonder how Japan is going to do this. They definitely want to pick the more lighter maps in this map pool. But then again, I'm not sure which one is it.
Yeah, there's
Maybe Hybrid Tree? Maybe
Maybe.
hybrid. I mean, at combo 2. It's hard to say.
Very hard to say. I feel like with that LN3 performance, they might want to stray away from the LN picks. I feel like Hybrid 3, to your point, might be like the safest option, but yeah, I don't really
It's
see a lot of comfortable picks for Japan looking at this pool.
yeah, this is a pretty brutal map for
Oh, for
even if you
sure.
just fall off a little bit, it's just very hard.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Rice 5. So Born to Lose is going to be the pick for Japan here to try and keep parity between the two teams. The United States is going to try and take that first break point now that the SVs are off the table. And you'd imagine some substitutions coming in here.
And we see Shiokuma and Ageha for Team Japan.
Axrio coming in as well.
Oh yes, Ross a switch up.
And Sep coming in for Seth here. In earlier rounds, you would have expected somebody like Sky to come in, but I think as the difficulty starts to progress, you kind of want the more late game oriented players for the United States to start
Yeah,
coming in. And
definitely.
this is a pretty formidable lineup from them, but definitely need to perform on it. Not a guaranteed point.
Not at all. And yeah, it seems like they're starting
Everybody loads
so
in this time.
far.
That's lovely.
Nice. Yeah, so far pretty even game, but Japan has to keep this momentum up. Win their own picks.
Yeah, this chart's pretty straightforward in terms of the overall gimmick of it. Very role
Yep.
oriented, but does start to fly off the rails a little bit as you get deeper and deeper. Some of the bursts can really catch you off guard. That OD9 kind of keeps you on your toes. Some of these little quick jumps as well cause a little bit of
Yeah.
discomfort, but so far everybody hanging on. Step by the first couple of 200s gonna hand this lead over to Japan for the moment. Just the narrowest of ones to hang on to.
But it is still just the beginning. The main part of the chart is really, really soon. It's really dense, bursty. And here we go. And
One
we see,
actual gonna find a first break.
yeah, along with some accuracy drops as well from Age. Oh no.
Yeah, so two FCs gone on the side of Japan to start this first real dense section off. Axro is still struggling as well, down into the 98% range. Sep not too far behind, about to climb back up into the 99s, but
Yeah, Charlie gets a miss, trading some of it back. Him being the highest accuracy from, but still Japan is struggling a lot right now.
yeah, the United States definitely not without their fair share of damage taken, but in these trades, the United States definitely coming out ahead for the moment. Top half of the lobby, I love Reki's 5 and Shirokuma going at it against each other right now. Shirokuma holding on to the highest accuracy in this lobby, but as they start to look at the scores, it is almost 37,000 points difference between these two teams.
Yeah, it's a huge lead right now, but still there is some hope. Shirokuma being MVP. If their teammates can just hold on and hope for some more misses from the US, this might be possible.
Yeah, for sure. The United States is definitely not out of the woods just yet. About a third of the map still left to go, but actually we're going to be finding the first drop after that break section. Going to help expand and cushion this lead just a little bit for the United States to work off of. As he starts to climb back up again, everybody except for Axe over that 400 combo cap. Going to get full credit for their judgments now as we make our way into this last quarter of the chart. Oh, but there goes Shiro.
Oh, that is a huge hit for Japanese players. X-Ryu and Skep trades, but this doesn't matter. The score is just growing even more now.
Yeah, despite holding on to the highest accuracy, Shiro losing that combo makes a huge difference in terms of staving off this advance. Seb going to find another trade in return? But so far, all these trades have been in favor of the United States. They've been taking less damage overall. Axtrio starting to fall off massively. I feel like the stamina might be running out here. And as the map comes to an end, it will be the United States holding on here to take the first breakpoint in this match to make it 2-1 now.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, you see the score lead now 80,000. Japan just really fall off a lot in the second half. And wow, like pretty insane scores from Shirokuma and Charlie as well. I know Requis with the Seoul FC in the lobby actually.
Yeah, definitely impressive from them being able to hold on a map like that. Definitely littered with choke points all over the place. Shiro, unfortunate to find that singular break, but I feel like the damage had been done on the lower half of the lobby. And almost
Yeah.
without hesitation, the United States going to go back down into the LNs and make it LN2.
Yeah, we see LN2 coming out. Yeah, it seems like they're going for. They might go for all the long notes actually, seeing how well LN3 went.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And it looks like some players forgetting to change their scroll speed.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
You don't want to see that. That's just sad. Alright, so now we get yet another full switch up for Japan. Think so? Yeah, it seems like it. And meanwhile, for the United States, we see Sky coming in as well.
Yeah, Sky, a very good LN player in their own right. And as you mentioned, full team swap for Japan, Yakek, Mi 0117, and Seo coming in to see if they can take that break point back from the United States, or if the United States can capitalize here and go 3 to the good here.
This map, it starts off pretty slow, so you need to build that ratio as much as you can. The real part of the map comes in the later half.
Yeah, for sure. And with it being just over 2 minutes, misses on a chart like this can definitely swing the score massively.
Oh, still held 100% for the longest time.
Yeah, still in the introductory stages. We're already a quarter of the way through the chart. But as it starts to pick up, we're really going to see who's going to sink and who's going to swim on this chart.
Yeah, it all comes down to Japan. If they can just hold on to this long, you might have a chance here. But here we go, getting to the main part of the map here.
And as the density starts to pick up, the United States immediately building up a bit of a cushion just based on accuracy alone. Starting to see some accuracy drops on the side of Japan. Also in the United States, everybody's taking pretty decent amounts of damage. Nobody above that 99.5 mark, but Mi 0117 going to be finding the first break on the side of Japan. And some of their players, all three of their players down into that 98% range. Seo as well finding the next break. And it's going to be the same story as LN3. The United States really comfortable on these charts so far. All three FCs still left on the board here.
Yeah, Japan taking lots of hits now, especially on Seo's side. He's just not having good time with these long notes.
Yeah, and
Yake as well.
All three FCs gone on the side of Japan now, and the United States, 3 FCs on the board. And I mean, as soon as that density started to pick up, it was kind of written in the sand here. And as this chart comes to an end, the United States is going to be able to successfully take advantage of that break point and make it 3-1 now.
Wow, this performance right now by the US. Charlie with the 9-200s here. Hello.
That is crazy levels of consistency. All three players from the United States doing very well to hold on. That being said, on the side of Japan, ratios not too bad. It just feels like the density might just be hitting that ceiling.
Yeah, Japan might they are hitting the ceiling already. Most of their players are struggling to even keep comboing. Me did a good job getting only one miss, but still. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Japan's turn to pick. It's really, really tough position for them.
Yeah, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place on the right side and the LN side. So he starts to wonder maybe the hybrid starts to become a bit of a safe haven, but even then, just the balance of the rice versus the LN, the rice parts of these hybrid charts are so difficult to read through, so techy at times that it in and of itself can be a bit of a risk. And if you're struggling on both sides of the skill sets, when you try and blend them together, maybe not the best recipe moving forward.
Definitely.
But you
Yeah,
gotta find something.
Yeah, they have to find something. Yeah, just a moment here. Just gonna go back to the other matches going on. Seems really, really close right now. Thailand managing to bring back the breakpoint and now in the lead for the 3. So yeah, that is a really scary match that is happening right now. But here we have Rice 6. Project pick.
Yeah, this is the pick I was worried about, and I'm
Yeah.
honestly surprised Japan's opting into it. This is a very brutal core jack pick. A lot of bursts, very much non-linear to your traditional core jack pick, where you're just kind of going for 3.5 minutes. No, there's so much littered in between to keep you on your toes, in between all the dense jacks that get thrown at you, that it'll be interesting to see how long Japan can hold on for, or if the United States finds the first barrage of misses.
Yeah, another thing I'm worried about as well is not only the length of this song, but the ending of this map. It gets really dense, like 3/4. This dense conjack at the very end of the map, so I'm just very worried about this pick.
Yeah, I can
And the
definitely.
BPM is not friendly as well. 135. It's not slow. This is really fast.
Yeah, it definitely feels faster when you're going through it. A lot of very repetitive motions at times that you start to misread a little bit. Your eyes start kind of glazing over a little bit as you start to play through it. And once you reach like that 2.5, 3 minute mark, it's kind of like, please let the song be over. Not because it's a bad song, but you're playing these patterns for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. We see Rena and Set coming in for the US, and for Team Japan again. We see X Rio and Ageha coming in. Let's see how they fare in this map.
Yeah, this one I feel is going. This performance between these two countries is going to be a bit of a precursor, I feel, as to how the rest of the countries will fare on this pick. I feel like both Japan and the United States have their fair share of very good core jack players, and Retna's going to be finding the first drop.
Another one. That is not a good start, but still, it's just the beginning here.
Yeah, plenty of room to get yourself back in. Seth right now holding down the 4 for the United States, 99.83 for them, but everybody on the side of Japan holding strong and around that 99.6 range. Going to be taking the advantage here.
Really, really good start from Japanese players here. First time we've seen in a while, but the question is, can they hold up? Oh, I guess first miss, but plays with Retinum.
Yeah, so no harm, no foul there on that drop. That being said, it was one of their higher accuracies on the side of Japan.
Yeah.
But you have Shirokuma and Axrio holding it down for the moment. First quarter of the chart already done. You do a couple of breaks in this song, but when it really starts to pick up steam, it really doesn't let you go for a significant amount of time. And as we dive back into the jacks, you see I Love Records starting to climb back up, 99.4 for them, and Retna as well, 99.1. But right now it is firmly in control of Japan for the moment. Seth and actual start.
Yeah, the opponents at the same time. That is a clean trade.
But Ageha falls as well. So Shirokuma, the only FC on the side of Japan. I Love Rec is on the United States. Top half of the lobby going at it against each other. And right now Shirokuma is winning that battle. And on the bottom side, they're trading back and forth. Feels like the difference between Seth and Retina is a little bit too wide. Actually, on Ageha, very consistent, mirroring each other for the moment. But that lead has shrunk a little bit as we make our way into the back half of the chart. But Retina finds the next drop.
Retina finds yet another drop here, and Japan is still holding this lead. Both X-Rio and okay, I guess yet another is combo will reset again for them. Yeah, and here we have this small break here.
Yeah, who put all these noodles in my rice here? Bit of a chance to collect yourself before this final barrage of core jack patterning. Last quarter of the chart, Ageha gonna find another drop, and this lead is shrinking very quickly for Japan here. Everybody in the United States.
Yeah, here we go, the last section of this map here, and it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, but for right now, Axrio and Shirokuma able to back up Ageha as they start to climb back up over that 400 combo cap here, but the lead is shrinking. Actuallys are falling on the side of Japan. Every single rush of 300s, every single 200 drop is starting to really put a dent in their lead, but I don't think there's enough chart left for them. They're going to need a big collapse here for the United States to take back this break point here, and Axrio is going to find the drop, but
it's not enough yet. United States is dropping a lot.
They got two more.
Japan. Oh, they need to hold.
Oh
no! Oh my goodness! You are joking.
By 1900 points, Axrio and Ageha finding the drops at the end of the chart. A rush of 50s from Ageha.
50s. That is just heartbreaking. As I mentioned earlier, the density at this ending section seems like it's too much for Ageha and Axrio to. That is just heartbreaking.
That one is a bit of a backbreaker for Japan. They had it for the better part. That was what
Shirokuma. Yeah, sorry.
No, 3 minutes 20 seconds of being in control for that map, and it's insane how quickly that can change with just a few inopportune misses. And to your point, Shirokuma holding it down with the FC, not going to be enough though for Japan as the United States takes their second breakpoint in this match.
Yeah, it's really, really harsh position to be in right now. 2 breakpoints down, and United States turn to pick as well, and as expected, they go with the last longer pick.
Yeah, one of the shortest maps in this pool, but arguably one of the hardest. I feel like that can be said about most of the picks here, but this one very dangerous overall. I feel like the United States knows that there's a bit of weakness on the LN side of this map when they're really taking full advantage of it. Charlie, Sky, and Seth going to be the lineup for the US as Me0117, Yakik, and Seo come in for Japan here.
Yeah. Just playing politics ready up here. Yeah, this longer map really coordination heavy, really tricky to keep control of those combos. So it's mostly in favor of the United States, just judging from what we seen in the last 2 longer picks.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's the US's point to lose as we make our way into the 6th map of this best of 11. The United States up 4-1 at the moment.
So starts off pretty light here, but yeah, it gets into it really quickly.
Yeah, we can see Some accuracy drops across the board. Yaki gonna find the
Oh.
first drop of the map, and that's gonna give the cushion over to the United States to work with for the moment. But it's still very early on. Still the first
Yeah.
part.
It is early on, but still, you see the entirety US. You see the accuracies completely destroying Japan.
Yeah, everybody on the side of Japan down into that 98% range, as we have seen so far on these LN picks. The United States just showing off how comfortable they are in this situation. So you're going to find the next drop here going into the back half of the chart. Things start to calm down a little bit here. A chance to recompose yourselves and regain some of that accuracy before the chart starts to pick up again.
Japan has been keeping the accuracies pretty well so far, but if the that won't matter.
Early.
But there's a clean draw. Set in Sky is still maintaining the FC here.
And yeah, Kick does trade it back, a bit of a messier drop from them down into the mid 98% range, and that's really all the United States needs. You go in the inch, they take a mile so far on these LN charts, and as we make our way into the last 8, there's still 2 FCs on the board. Seth and Sky holding it down. Yakik, Ansio, and Me0117 going to find the drops. A full combo reset on the side of Japan, and there's no looking back now as the United States takes all 3 of the LN charts in convincing fashion and makes it 5-1 now.
As well, yeah, that ending is extremely brutal, and Japan, that has been doing so well, keeping up for the most part, just completely fell off in the ending there. And the United States will, as you said, take this point yet again. And we're already at match point, 5-1 here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, to Japan's credit, the team scores pretty balanced overall. It just feels like
Yeah, definitely.
there's a level difference. Like the ceiling is being reached for Japan, and the United States just like one step above them at the moment on these charts. Like Rice 6 was a lot closer than I was expecting going into it.
I think Rice 6 was closer than anyone expected.
So
Had a lot of edge.
There are some windows, there are some avenues for Japan to maybe catch a couple of points, and it's gonna have to start with Rice 1 here. Sarithmi.
Oh, wow, Rice 1. Now this is really interesting because this map is again dense as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just like Rice 6, it doesn't stop, especially the ending where it gets very dense.
Yeah,
How do you feel about this?
with the way Rice 6 went, where it was a bit of a gauntlet, 3.5 minutes as well. Japan had control for a majority of the map, just letting the stamina lapse at the very end. If they can basically push through those last like 10 to 20 seconds and maintain a consistency and try and capitalize on potential drops from the United States like they did on Rice 6, they might have a shout of picking up a second point here. But it is going to be Retina Seth and Isla Rekas coming in for the United States. It is, at the end of the day, just very fast jump stream.
It's very fast downstream. But yeah, sorry to cut you off here, because things are really intense in the other match. You see Thailand coming back and holding a 5-3 lead. And they are playing the SV2 right now.
Yeah, Peru's pick SV2 to try and make it 5-4, keep themselves alive in that match. I'll keep you guys posted, and this one ends here. Try and switch over if we can, but still got a match on our hands. Japan not out of it just yet. Can definitely start to mount a comeback of their own if the United States isn't too careful here.
Yeah, you don't really expect to consistently full combo a map like this, so if they can hold on till the end, they definitely have a shot here. Trying please.
Gotta
I'm
love
begging you.
the client do a little trouble sometimes, and
Dido.
it's no not loading in, but I'm more than sure that they are playing. I can almost guarantee that they are playing. It's just
Yeah. But
Gotta love
over here though, we see Shirokuma and Ageha holding the FC still. Retina and Set dropping quite a bit. Wrong X-Rio.
yeah,
Oh,
Ageha,
Yeah.
Axtrio, basically everybody on screen except for Shirokuma finding a multitude of misses through this first quarter. Axtrio, the next one to join them. Shirokuma, the most comfortable of them on 99.8, unfazed by that first quarter of the chart. Does find a couple of 200s in this calmer section. Calm, of course, in quotation marks, as Retina finds another drop as well. Seth joining them. Below that 400 combo cap, the United States really not able to establish a bit of a foothold in this chart between the two players that we see on screen at the moment. Meanwhile, Japan pretty confidently say in the driver's seat. Ageha is struggling a little bit down. It's at 99%,
Oh, that
98% range. And that one's
That
going
is
to be
okay.
interesting to look at.
yeah, but here we go into this last jump stream section. Does stop until the end here. Japan has to hold on. United States a lot of room to come back.
Oh,
that is
lobby reset.
except for Set here. Yeah,
Okay, so
this
Seth
keeps
was
on
client,
going.
but
Yeah,
And-
trades all over. We have no idea.
yeah, last third of the chart left to go here. Seth down into that 99.3 range. Retina down into that 99% range. But right now, it's going to be very interesting to see what Isla Records' score is on this so far. Last quarter of the chart, if they're able to hang on, or if it is shown to be that they were able to hold on versus Shirokuma here, we can have a very different tale on our hands here. Last eighth of the chart left to go. Everybody survives that jump trill, but some of the combos have been reset now. Retina back up with that 400 combo cap. Very long trills to deal with here. Everybody hangs
Yeah.
on.
Go to the very last section. Again, dropping a lot of managing to hold on the combo. So is everyone else here.
Oh, but it's another drop from Ageha. Seth trades it back. Retina falls as well.
Last
And
jump through.
it looks like Snow has left the lobby, so it looks like they were never actually
Oh.
able to connect. So I believe that this is going to be a bit of a wash, and it is going to be Japan's point, regardless of what happens on the United States' side. So there's no more wondering left to happen here. It
Yeah,
is going
this-
to be Japan's second point.
Yeah, I think Japan has it either way, and wow. I just have to say Shirokuma with that 7-200 that one, that is insane.
Yeah, that is a incredible run from them. 985 on a chart like that is no small feat. And it looks
Yeah.
like Snow's client crashed.
Oh. But that is unfortunate, but I think either way it was really hard to come back from that. He would have to get a 990k to win that pick here.
Yeah, that would say if it was higher than 958, then maybe, but
Yeah, it's hard to say. But still, you hate to see that. That is unfortunate.
yeah, if anything, I would just say, you know what, forget it. They can have that point and
Yeah.
just go
But,
into hybrid 2 here.
Hybrid 2, that is very rough here. Goodness. Yeah, United States going for the kill here because Hybrid 2, in my opinion, is one of the most hardest picks to hold the FC and a high accuracy.
Yeah, for
And-
sure. So
Japan being at the seal ceiling already, this is gonna be good for them. But meanwhile though, Peru and Thailand is going wild. 5-4, and the last free mod pick is Hybrid 3 at their Vendo.
Yeah,
We
that one.
actually might finish the map before we start here. Okay, so it seems like Thailand will take the win there, so it makes it 6-4. Wow, what a really insane scores. We see a lot of 998Ks and how to be Intel with the MVP 990K.
Very nice.
That, you know, it's a shame that wasn't streamed, but it happens. Reschedules.
Yeah, reschedules do be like that sometimes, and I Love Rec is throwing out the score that they recorded on Rice 1. Not high enough to change the outcome of that
Yeah.
match. But Japan does pick up that point regardless of their score. Would have been a 6,000 point victory in favor of Japan, so can set that aside. Move on to Hybrid 2 here. Hopefully we can get it loaded similar to SV1. Just gotta love it when the maps don't like to play along sometimes. So
Speaking about, yeah. Oh no.
We'll transition to the 40M podcast episode 2. Leon, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. A nice morning here.
Very nice.
How
Enjoying
about you?
the start of the weekend. Doing
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic, as always, rounding out this Friday evening.
So, okay. Like Edo. Okay.
Living in the past here, but hopefully we can keep looking to the future as we begin the semifinals weekend. It'll be very exciting to see what teams upcoming have in store for us in terms of overall team performances. I feel, like I said, this is a bit of a primer for the matches to come. We're already seeing quite a significant drop off in terms of team performances. Sure, great team scores overall, but not like triple 990s all over the place. There's actually there's a modicum of effort being put on display here to try and crank out like 960s, 970s, and oh boy, moving forward, it'll be very interesting to see which teams rise above to continue on in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. We are in the... here we go, back into the map here. Sorry to cut you off there.
No worries.
Yeah, it seems like... Okay, it seems like Japan, 2 players are not the full combo. Oh, United States, full triple combo still.
Oh, Yakka gonna be fine. Another drop here going into the second third of the chart. Mio and Ageha fall as well, and full team wipe on the side of Japan. Alarekus finds the trade in return, but the damage is already being done. Sky and Seth once again holding it down on the bottom side of the lobby for the United States. Muzero 117 finding another drop here going into the back half of the chart. It gets very technical to read through. These bursts are very abrasive when we take a bit of a break, and it is 62,000 points the difference between these two teams right now.
This lead is huge, and they can see it because of this break, so Japan knows they are very far behind. Yeah, the United States is crushing this map. This map is just so bursty, so technical. This longs and this very bursty Rice. So that's the second half of the map to go, but it's just... I don't see them coming back on their own. The United States would have completely self-destruct here. Yeah,
for sure. And there's quite a bit of work to be done. 98 on the side of Japan for the moment. Some very low 99s as well. But right now, there's a dynamic duo being built up on the United States right now. And their names are Sky and Seth, 99.4, 99.5 respectively. Towering above everybody else in this lobby as we find a double break from Ageha and Yakik. Sky falls and trades it back as well, but as long as Seth holds on here, you're gonna be able to stave off any advances. That leaderboard barely moved on the drop.
Yeah, if the United States just somewhat keep this accuracies right, they can just take this match already. Japan doing all they can, but as the map is coming to an end here. Seems like it's too late.
Yeah, and as this chart comes to an end, it was a very strong start from Japan to try and get that first point, but it has been all
Wow.
United States from there on out, and the United States closes it out by a score of 6-2.
Yeah, what a match, and what a score from Seth here. The only full combo on this map, which is insane.
Yeah, very nice overall. Me0117 doing what they could, 963. But it's a team game after all. The United States, I love Rekus and Sky
Yeah.
being able to lend the support here to push them over the line and see them through the second half of the semifinals weekend. Their weekend not done just yet. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the line for Japan. Commiserations to them, but hopefully they enjoyed their stay here in the Forged Mania World Cup. We'll be falling in the first half of the semifinals weekend. And you were alluding to it before as the match was going, but we did have the bottom of the hour match. Peru taking on Thailand. Thailand actually coming back from behind to take it by a margin of 4-6.
Yeah, that was a really close match. Could easily have been tiebreaker, but Thailand will take that win. Oh, yeah, is this a winners or losers bracket?
Those are both losers bracket matches. So
oh no, yeah,
Peru
Peru be out
Japan as well. Yep. But with that being said, that will do it for us here on this one block of 2 matches. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll be taking quite a significant break as we prepare for the next slate of matches. Another 2-match block. It will be Malaysia, Vietnam, and Hong Kong, United Kingdom, to see which 2 teams will be moving on to the second half of the semifinals weekend. 2 more losers brackets matches to come. Leon, you got anything else left to say?
Once again, congratulations to the US and Thailand for taking the win here, and for the Japanese and Peru team, you all did really well coming and fighting this far. And yeah, as I said, we'll be back in 8 hours for Malaysia versus Vietnam match.
Yep. So until then, we'll catch you guys later.
Yeah. Bye.